Hi everyone, Wise Dietitian Emily here with the Healthy Bites recipe of the month for February. February's recipe is a slow cooker balsamic pot roast, perfect for those cold winter days when you want something to warm you up, and perfect because it all cooks in our slow cooker, the veggies and the protein all together, and you can let it go all day. So this recipe is from our January-February issue of our Healthy Bites magazine. It is the cover, so you can see how delicious that looks and very simple to throw together. So a few things we need to prep before we actually put everything in the slow cooker. And it really doesn't take too long, maybe about 20 minutes or so. You could do this ahead of time, maybe even the day before, and then when you get up in the morning, throw everything together. So the first thing is our veggies. So we have some carrots. So this is about 4 carrots just cut and chopped up so that they're gonna cook all day. So we want them in kind of larger pieces. Then we have about a pound of potatoes. So these are just some russet potatoes, ran under cold water, got off all the dirt, and I just cut them into quarters. We don't want to cut them too small or they will cook down a little too much throughout the day. And then we have about a 1.5 cups of pearl onions. So just have those in there, kind of cut them in half, and those will cook down nicely. Now, of course, if you are not a fan of those veggies, or maybe you have something in the fridge that needs to go, you could kind of swap those in and out, but they are gonna cook all day, so they will be nice and tender by the time it is dinner. Then we have our kind of marinade that is going to cover all of these veggies and our beef. So this marinade is a combination of garlic, balsamic vinegar, a beef stock, honey, and a little bit of orange zest. So I put all of that in our bowl, mix it up really well, kind of break up that garlic and that orange zest, and you have some really nice flavors there. You got the tanginess of the orange zest, that nice strong flavor of the balsamic vinegar, and it's all gonna go really nicely on our beef and our veggies. And then we have our beef. So this is a chuck roast. This is about 3 pounds. So this is gonna make a large amount, so you wanna make sure you have plenty of room in your crock pot. But I did just put a little bit of salt and pepper on here. So on both sides, kind of rubbed it in to add a little bit more flavor and help it get nice and tender. And then that is all of the prep. So your beef is actually gonna stay in a one piece. We don't have to cut that up. And we have our crock pot here. So I'm gonna take the lid off and we kind of start assembling. So in our crock pot, if you wanna put a liner in to make easier cleanup, you can do that. But we are going to put our veggies on the bottom. So you can just line the veggies all along the bottom, and then the meat is going to sit on top of those veggies. So then we can take our piece of chuck roast, put that right on the top of our veggies, and then we are going to take this marinade, I'm gonna stir it up a little bit, and we are going to pour that over the top. So that's gonna coat our meat as well as our veggies, and we are gonna have a really nice tender dish here. And we are going to put the lid on and cook it on high for 5 hours or on low for about 10 hours. So depending on how much time you have in the day, when you get it on, depends on how long you wanna cook it. So I'm gonna start mine on high and kind of check it throughout the day, and we will be back with the end result.